Hey, 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 hello. Okay, looks like I am live. All right, big, deep. Hey, 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 hello. Exhale. Let me see if I can get out of. Okay, looks like I am live. Okay, I'm going to get out of YouTube and just stream this, and hopefully all the tech will be on my side. So welcome everybody to the very first YouTube live Skintuitive Happy Hour. Boop, boop, boop. It is exciting to be coming back with another live show. I haven't done a regular live stream in quite some time. I have tried to get one going a few different times, but each time I tried it, I was doing it over on the book. So it just hit me that YouTube would be a perfect place to do this live stream, which may end up evolving into a bit of a podcast, a webcast, a vlog. I'll definitely have some guest speakers over time, and we'll just see where it takes us. I did have Conscious Beauty Talk back about, let's see, maybe 4 years ago, and then Love Amy Live. There's been sort of several permutations. And what's different about this live stream is that, yes, I'm going to sort of in real time live stream, channel some energies for you, share some energies and some frequencies with you, share some awarenesses and share some techniques from my methodology, the Bright Rights, which helps you activate the higher self beauty effect and live outside the paradigm of time and age. But I'm also going to be leading you through an interactive facial activation and massage. And so that's the skintuitive part. So there's definitely going to be a time. I'm not exactly sure when it will start because I'm going to read the energy and this is the first one, but we're going to be massaging our face together. So if you would like to stay for the entire hour, then get a glass of water, get a hand mirror, and maybe even a moisturizer. And I am drinking some hot saffron water today. And this is one of my favorite tonics. It's just really easy to make. You just drop a few, I've got actually quite a few, but a few to quite a few saffron threads in some warm water and sip it. It's amazing for your hormones. It's amazing for your skin. And I definitely want to keep hydrated while I am talking and moving the energy. So the skintuitive practice is something that I call the yoga of beauty. And you might be asking yourself, well, is that similar to face yoga? And I really describe this practice as everything that you would want face yoga to be, because it's my experience that face yoga, even though it says yoga, most of the practitioners that I've seen and most of the videos I've seen, most of the the training and the education around face yoga is really focused on the exercise. And in order to truly be a yoga, well, it needs to connect in with our mind and our body and our spirit. So the skintuitive practice is, some exercises, but definitely bringing in the elements of, working on our self-image, our inner reflection, our inner image, and then dropping in and expanding out into our super conscious self, our divine supply, our fractal of source energy. So things could get definitely I don't know if they're going to get weird or not. I like the word weird, but they're definitely going to be getting a little bit different than your regular skincare routine or the advice that you usually are hearing. And that's for a couple of reasons. For one, I'm just really bored of doing skincare routines. And if we do a routine, then we're not taking advantage of all of the magnificent side effects of adding in an intention, which makes it a ritual. So the only difference between a routine and a ritual is the intention. So this is an opportunity to get intentional, to get skin tensional, to get skintimate, to illuminate yourself, to flood your body and your being with cellular and spiritual energy. And it's in that way that we can really light up our whole lives. So I like to describe myself as an higher self beauty oracle, which means I am going to drop in, tune in, and stream some messages and source energy. And I also like to describe myself as a switch, not a witch, but I like to help you turn on your light and open your eyes to awarenesses that you may have not previously seen. So a switch. And then there was something else, something around really what I'm here to do is to help you use the opportunity of working with your skin in the mirror to reap benefits for your entire life, sort of like a life coach for your skin, except it goes much deeper than that. And it's deeper that we need to go, because I don't know about you, but I think you're a little bit like me. And you're thinking, beauty is, for all intents and purposes, feeling really broken these days, right? And I help you use the practice of working with your skin as a vehicle for beauty. Now, not every skincare company is talking about beauty or helping you become beautiful, but it's my awareness and it's my experience that beauty is really an energy, and it is available to every woman who is willing to have a relationship with it. So won't you come along with me and be a muse of beauty? Be the muse with me, and let's see what magic we could make. Also, before I forget, everything at higherselfbeauty.com is 20% off right now for this hour. So I'm going to do this weekly, and we'll see what the demand is like. We'll see if people come to this party. Of course, I can't keep throwing parties if nobody comes, but I'm going to give it a good 6 weeks. And just think of this as a 6-week journey. And after the 6 weeks, if people are showing up and shopping and getting a lot of value from this, then I will continue it, because I would love nothing more than having a weekly date with you so we can stream some beauty frequencies and light up the whole world. How does that sound? Yay. Okay, good. Pause for a sip. And this weekly Skintuitive practice is something that I talk about a lot in the Beauty Blueprint, which is my under $40 course that's available on my website, higherselfbeauty.com, that is really all of the advice, all of the guidance that I give my private clients and helping them set up powerful, super conscious skin and beauty rituals at home. There's quite a bit of setup going into creating your beauty altar, cleaning out your personal care, getting intentional with the products that you're using, starting to familiarize yourself with the ingredients. But most of all, the thing that nobody else is going to help you with, and the thing that's actually going to help you get the best results, and that is to start developing this inner image, this inner blueprint that your body and being can follow along with while you're practicing the art, the science, and the magic of a super conscious skintuitive beauty energy ritual. So it might sound like it's really complicated. You might think that you don't have enough time to do it, but I feel like you can't not do this. You can't afford not to do it, because going through my blueprint process, it will save you time and money. just for the rest of your life. And I'm not going to convince you, because you're either going to feel, hear me, see me, and a little spark will come up and you'll say, yes, that is it. Or you won't be able to hear me or hear this message and it's not for you. And then just go ahead and scroll on. And there is a million other beauty advisors and tutorials on the YouTube. So this might not be for you if you are not interested in activating the type of glow that cannot be defined by age. I think that's you. That's why you're watching this so far. Okay, so if you don't know me already, I am Amy Wall. I am an award-winning skincare expert and energetic beauty visionary. That's like my street cred. So I know quite a bit about the industry and the business and the formulation of all skincare products, topical ingredients. I'm really a stone cold expert in that area. And yet, if the products and tools were enough, if they were enough to help us achieve this feeling that we've been sold this whole entire time, our whole entire lives, I'd like to say that 80% and probably more, maybe even like 99.9% of everything that you think that you know about how your skin works and what beauty means and what beauty is and what beauty feels like, and if you're good enough for it or if it's always out of your reach, all of the things that you think all the points of views, all the conclusions, and all your beliefs around beauty are the result of sponsored beauty programming. I mean, more, the last 10 years, last 15 years, we've had YouTube to go to have a different set of eyes than just what the brands are telling us. But really think about that. What you think you know about beauty and skincare is largely a result of your environment, your family environment, what your mother thought about herself, what your grandmother told you, all of the thoughts and feelings of your mothers and your grandmother. Those are the epigenetics. And sometimes you have beliefs around skincare and beauty and age that don't even belong to you. They're just sort of the soup that you were born into. And then add on to that the compounding effect of years and years of sponsored beauty programming, subliminally programmed beauty beliefs, through that magazines, the culture, the patriarchy, the matriarchy. It's both ways. I don't think it's so much of a matrix as it is a patrix, but on both sides, there are, the norms, the cultural norms that we were brought up with that are different from culture to culture. So with that, just that's the intention that I'm coming with the beauty blueprint to you. Okay, so let me go back just a moment. So back to the beauty blueprint. That's why it's so important to set up a beauty blueprint, which is really going through your personal care, editing, purging, looking at the products you're currently using, getting intentional with it, asking yourself if you've got results, asking yourself if the products align with what you are trying to create with your skin, setting up a beauty altar, creating that inner image. I lead you through a beautiful exercise where you do your visualization and start crafting this inner image. This helps you delete, cancel, transmute all of that sponsored beauty programming into possibilities, into pure possibilities. So that's why we're here. And in the blueprint, I teach a weekly Skintuitive ritual. Here we finally get to where I was going. I teach a weekly Skintuitive ritual, and pardon me for having a giant flow of words come out so fast. I'll have to calibrate myself and find my rhythm, but I have so much to say about this. And, I've been practicing this beauty energy modality. I have been practicing tuning in. I have been communicating and listening to this information for 40 years, since I was 12, 13 years old. So the fact that I have been in the cave for the last few years and putting together all of these things like the beauty energy archetype quiz, the beauty blueprint, Skintuition, in creating and inventing all of this whole new library, this whole new framework, this whole new paradigm. There's quite a bit built up because I have been in the cave. So I will slow down and calibrate, and we will continue. So this live stream might not be a whole hour. The sale will be a whole hour. So if you're still with me, if you're just joining, we're going to jump into the Skintuitive massage portion now. And let me just take a notice of the time so I can do a timestamp. So Skintuition is really around dropping out of the mind, tuning into the pulses of the body, tuning into your super conscious self, right? We have our self-image, our self-concept, the ego, right? And that's really who is running the boat on your beauty right now. But we also have this expanded super conscious self. So as we start to drop into the energy, just go ahead and feel the expansion as I open up a beautiful circle of light, a beautiful vortex of light, continuing to allow this energy to start coming through the camera. I'm going to go let my puppy in. Sweet girl, we're doing a video. Doing a video. Come on. Okay, guest appearance by Daisy. Oh, are we going to do facials? Are you going to give me a facial? She's my sweet little Daisy. And there's Kiko. Okay, so allow the circle of light, this vortex of light, to expand and step into it. And just give your permission for my energy to meld with yours. We're going to go through a massage sequence that will build upon itself each week. For today, I want you just to take your hands, and depending on what you're wearing when you come to the Skintuitive sessions moving forward, have something off the shoulder or a tank top. So I like to, do my face starting at the top of my breasts and moving up all the way over my head and then all the way to the back. But sometimes we'll start at the head, sometimes we'll start at the heart, but either way we'll move up and down a few times. So let's start at the heart. And why don't we take a palm and just start working your chest in little tiny concentric circles. And the dogs are taking this time to be very playful here. The energy, I'm sorry about the distraction, just follow along. Sound of my voice in my hands. Just noticing what an incredible massage vehicle the edge of your hand and your palm is. And see if you can use your palm, the heel, actually, I think this is called the heel. Use the heel of your palm to start melting down into this thymus area. This Skintuitive practice is going to help you stimulate your hormones, relax your vagus nerve. It's going to bring more oxygen, more blood flow, more nutrition to all your cells. It's going to stimulate your lymphatic system, and it's going to help soften and melt the fascia fibers, collagen and the elastin, the muscle fibers, really taking an opportunity to move the flesh in a way that it doesn't get moved during the day. It's really helping facilitate more flow. I'm going to go ahead and switch my palm now, my heel. Just feeling the heat that is stimulated from the friction, and using your own skin tuition, really dropping in to your inner state. Let's just go ahead and just release the mind and drop into the heart. If you're familiar with any 0 point techniques, emptying your mind, start pulsing in and out, going to 0 and back again, and just allowing your breath to synchronize and harmonize with the circling of your palm, of the heel of your palm. And then let's just do some nice thumping on the thymus, feeling that energy starting to circle down, pulse down, engaging Mula Bandha, doing a nice little lock, tilting your pelvic floor up, activating a central channel of light from the top of the crown of your head all the way down your spine, feeling a golden thread. Allowing that golden light to be a golden thread and feeling it just suspending you. Just relax your hands and just feel that beautiful, tall posture. Now, for the face, rejuvenating and regenerating cellular energy in the face really needs a strong channel. So opening up the neck is extremely important. So let's just start stroking. And then I'm going to actually take my fingers, my middle fingers, and I'm just going behind my ear. And I'm melting into the point underneath my ear, feeling my blood pulse, feeling into that lymphatic gland, and then pulling. Switching hands, tuning into the pulse, and then flowing. Exchanging your hands both times. And then just coming down, really tuning into each fiber. Let's practice putting all of our attention and our awareness, the light of our consciousness, into our fingertip as we stroke the stress right out of our skin. Just releasing any stuck inflammation, any waste products. I was trying to exercise the puppy before we started, but she wanted to nap right up until the live. But that's the beauty of a live video. It's like you're here with me. And I wish you were here with me. Seeing if you can just go exquisitely slow. Again, I don't have any plan for us in terms of a routine. I'm tuning into you, whether you're here live or whether you're watching on the replay. And this is the area that wants to be released. If you need a little moisturizer or a little oil underneath your fingers for gliding, go ahead and apply some. And as if you were sweeping the floor, just move your little pile sort of around your collarbone here. Continuing down and seeing if you can make a nice connection from this point underneath the ear all the way down to right here by the armpit. And now let's move to the other side. Point underneath the ear. Now, if you'd like to go deeper and you would like me to read your own personal skin energy and help you create your own skintuitive practice, you can book a private session with me and I'll link that below. And one private session with me is all you really need for the year. The energy is very strong, and I will create a 3-month plan for you with all of the products and tools and practices that you need. It includes the beauty blueprint, and we will record a personalized inner image creation session where I will lead you through the creation of your inner image. So continuing just to press and melt, swipe and sweep, dropping in, releasing your mind, just following the sound of my voice. Now I want you to find yourself on your clavicle. Start moving all of the energy that you just brought down from your ear and your neck. Just start moving that down and underneath your armpits. Just feel some nice warmth and friction. You can actually see the rosiness here. So that's glow right there. More flow, more glow. Okay, so now let's take some L underneath our chin. And I just want you to kind of glide your thumbs underneath your chin. Pull your face up and out a little. Let's really start to open up the underneath the chin. Coming across some what they call in the business adhesions, little waste products, little crunchies, stuck energy. I'm just going to go ahead and use my pressing and melting and sweeping, very intentional with my fingers. Picking up the extra skin along the way. I'm just bringing it up around the back of my forehead, back of my skull, the occiput here. I'm pulling my forehead forward. Again, just following the energy. It's a dance. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You can skip it. You can make up your own moves. You can follow along. Trust yourself. I'm pulling this hair off my scalp in the back. And then I'm going to be squeezing And releasing that trap muscle, the trapezius. The relationship between the tension that you're holding in your face and in your traps, all of this is a really big one. So, what would it take for you to start a daily Skintuitive massage practice? Start practicing the yoga of beauty. All right. That feels good. All right, let's tap that out. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get our little concentrators, our laser concentrators, the fingers. Oh, we should do some mudra practice. I'll definitely have a mudra expert on, or just share with you what I know already. I don't want you to think that any of this is outside of, that you have to be an expert to do any of this, because you don't. This is all just tuning into your body, using the body-mind connection to anchor in some really good feelings. I mean, we are balancing hormones. We are creating oxytocin, the stretching, the gentle stretching, the eccentric muscle movements are stimulating your own natural epidermal growth factor and stem cells. I mean, this is it. Add in some high quality 18-hour dosing skin nutrition, and you've got some super conscious radiance on your hands. Okay, here's another really good one. We're going to go to the collarbone, and you could take these L's again if you wanted, like angel wings. And it's just with our hand here, with the heel, really connect in with your heart. Again, go to 0 point, no mind, just empty out. Going from particle to wave, back to particle again, pulsing on and off. Now we're going to do some raises, stretching out platysma, breathing in, breathing out. Doing a couple more. Really, you should feeling some lymphatic action. You might feel a little tickle in your throat. Everything feels nice and tuned in and turned on. And yeah, I love it. All right, so let's do another one related to this. So you can put one hand on your heart. It's really creating this anchor with our heart and our mind and our body and our spirit and our skin, anchoring in these good feelings and anchoring in this sensual exploration. If you want to really retain your humanness moving forward in time, I highly recommend you develop your senses. Now we're going to do a wow. We're going to breathe in like this, and just like we were doing before, but we're going to go wow at the end. Being careful if you have anything with your neck, don't go all the way back. You can just go wow like that. We want to open up our mouth as wide as possible and then bring it closed again. So at your own pace, I'm going to do 3 of these. You can even try that without the neck movement. Just kind of feeling that philtrum area, the area between the nose and the lips, which typically with age is dropping and widening. So a fresh, regenerated appearance generally has this nice and lifted. How do we lift it? We stretch it. Everything has to go the opposite. And I have my little magic wand here. I'm going to spend a little extra time there, but you can just use your fingers. Pursing your lips. Really moving your mouth up off the scaffolding of the jaw. Really helping release any stuck tensions and any stuck emotions that are hiding here. Right here, the stiff upper lip, that holding in of emotion. So somebody out there is experiencing, and will know the phrase when I'm saying it, a stiff upper lip. So I don't know who that's for, but go ahead and whisper it. Okay, so that brings me to some nice deep underneath the cheekbones, and then up around the head, and then down. Pull your hair up, bringing some energy to the back of your scalp. And then we're going to end with one final anchoring Skintuitive move. And that is, we're going to take that heel of the palm again. And I want you just to go right into your 11s and just press and melt. Press and melt. Now I'm just going in with my finger. And I'm just spiraling in. Going down through all the layers, all the levels, all the lifetimes, all the universes, the galaxies, the planes of existence. Just returning it all to its original program, its original blueprint of perfection now. All right, so that's the energy for today's session. I'll always have an hour, but I will just follow the energy for how long it will go. I hope that you got a lot out of this. Of course, come back and practice it as often as you like. Each week, I will have a little bit of a different focus. And for today, I'd love you to take away just dropping out of your mind and sort of into this empty 0 point experience, which is perfect for the solar eclipse happening today on April 19th, 2023. So if that's a contribution, I hope it is. I'd love to hear from you. In the descriptions, there will be all the ways to play with me. I'm feeling a little bit blissed out for moving all this energy. Remember to drink a lot of water, and you've got 18 more minutes to shop at higherselfbeauty.com. You can take home any of my freshly formulated facial formulas for 20% off savings. And that's going to be every week between 3 and 4. Talk about a happy hour. So it has been a pleasure. I am your host, Amy Wall, your hostess, and I look forward to seeing you back here on YouTube Live every week on Wednesdays from 3 to 4. So I hope this was a contribution to you. Let me know in the comments. Share this with your friends and family. I need people to come to this party. I want to make a big change, a big ripple effect in the world, and tune you in and put you on to the fact that your average skincare routine can be transformed into an amazing ritual that will have a ripple effect throughout your life and will actually ripple up and down through your lineages for the rest of time, plus save you time and money. So how does it get even better than that?